Black, black, black. Yeah. My hair is kinky. My nose is wide. My skin is technicolor. I won't apologize. You peep my aura. You love the glow. Before you touch my shine, just know it ain't my style. It ain't my shade. Ain't what I do. Ain't what I say. I'm just hella black. I'm just hella black. I'm just hella black. Your fault if you're offended. I'm just hella black. Black, black. I'm just hella black. Black, black. I'm just hella black. Black, black. Your fault if you're offended. I'm just blacker than licorice. Harder other another brother with penmanship. Smooth as butter, my lady lover is cinnamon. From the gutter, my baby mother, my venison. What that mean, my dear, like your dinner singing Bambi. Can we get a bit of color on the man we hail as the greatest melter ever tread the land or sea? Because it'll make our vision a little more grandy. Oh, so don't know why cocoa skin folk drip don't get promo in places with more bucks than added to combo. But if you don't know, it ain't my style. It ain't my shade. Ain't what I do. Ain't what I say. I'm just hella black. I'm just hella black. I'm just hella black. Your fault if you're offended. I'm just hella black. Black, black. I'm just hella black. Black, black. I'm just hella black. Black, black. Your fault if you're offended. I'm just black, black, black. Your fault if you're offended. I'm just black, black, black. Your fault if you're offended. I'm just black, black, black. Your fault if you're offended. I'm just black, 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 black. Your fault if you're offended. I'm just black, 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 black. Your fault if you're offended. I'm just
All right, Gina, you are on mute. Welcome to the
Oh, and the run was so good. The run was so good. So reel that up. Bless, beautiful people. Welcome to the Empower Hour on CKUT 90.3 FM. We are on every Thursday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and available on Facebook at MTL Empower Hour. For the next 2 hours, the squad is going to entertain, enlighten, and empower y'all. My name is Gina the Great, and this morning, as always, I'm joined by my partners in light, Queen Kaya and Pharaoh. Before we do anything else, like every show, I'm going to pass the mic to our Chief Enlightening Officer in order to bless the show and our kings and queens who are tuned in on Facebook and those who are listening through the radio. Pharaoh, the floor is yours.
Blessed melanated rising. I am so grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful to be able to be on here. I'm grateful to life, God, our creator, and our ancestors for bringing us all here together. And I just ask that let today's show be entertaining, let it be uplifting. Most importantly, let it be empowering for all our listeners. And I just ask that we all be in a spirit of love, light, unity, strength, and great health, as well as peace. Hotep, amen, and ashe.
Hey.
Woo!
Ashe.
Feeling good. So like we like to do, so we're gonna start off just with a little tune the tab, a little top of the morning. So Gina, you've been away for a couple of weeks. So the floor is yours, Queen. How has it been? Where have you been? Talk to the people.
Let's do a little bit of around the world. Not really, 2 different places, honestly. But I did have to do some travel for work since September. And so it's kind of been on and off since then. But for leisure purposes, I did just come back from Europe. I went to Italy, Brescia specifically, to visit my brother, who's been there since August, on his new venture, his new professional basketball venture in European basketball. And I ended up having a really great 2 weeks with my brother and my dad, because my dad left with him and hasn't come back yet. So I think he's Italian now, because man said like there's no rush to come back home to the cold. And
Wait, your
so
dad's been there since like September. Didn't he go around his birthday time? Remember?
since the end of yes, since third week of August. Yup. So he's been there this whole time. But it was super blessed because although like look, Italy in November is not the greatest weather. I did not go there for summertime and tanning, but it was really, really amazing to have been able to watch basketball for the first time in 2 years live. And that, because that's been kind of part of my life for the better part of 8 years, at least going to see 2 games a year, like seeing both brothers play. And like, I really had some withdrawal from that. So that was super lit. And I ended up doing some great bonding because that too, given that my brother, the older brother who's playing basketball, he's been in the States since he was 15. And so like, this was the longest time I was able to kind of just spend with him since he's been a kid. So that was really, really blessed. You know, I chefed it up in the kitchen for them. They needed some potato and chana, some curry potato chana. They were tired of the pasta and the pizza. You know, man's be eating salmon every day. So,
right.
I hit
so
him
they
up
never learned how to cook. They didn't learn how to cook.
No, you know my dad.
I know.
Man,
I also know myself.
Man boils eggs and toast. That's it. But no, it was super blessed, and that's it. That's all he do. And then I also took the opportunity to kind of jump over to Switzerland for a weekend, and then did a little Germany. Went on the Autobahn, which is like that highway that has no speed limit. So yeah, you can go as fast as you can go in your car. I wasn't driving, but no.
Oh, you weren't driving? Okay, but wait, pause. You can't just slide over that. Did you rent a Lamborghini so you could drive it mad fast? You guys didn't do none of those things?
No, so I was visiting a friend who moved to Switzerland some years ago, and so we were in the car. It was her husband driving, and there was a child in the car. So you know, he was hitting like 220, and she was freaking out, so he had to bring it down some. But he said the last time he did it, he rented a Ferrari and went up to 300 and hit that. And so maybe next time.
That's on my bucket list.
Is it? Well, hit it. It was it was good. I had a great time, honestly, through and throughout. But like I have a great time anytime I travel. I make it count. But it's funny how the little things of even just staying home and playing cards, because you know we had game night. And so just those little things were really blessed. 100%. And had some really good chat with my dad. And we'll get into that a little later on the show, but I've been out living life for the first time in the last few months, in the last 2 years, you know, so it's been good.
Word. Good.
But I missed y'all.
We're glad and we're glad to have you back. We missed you, Gina the Great, you know, so it's awesome to have you. Queen Kaya, how has your week been, Queen?
This is a week of revelation. This week I am hearing the voices. I'm hearing them, and they telling me everything is good. Just walk in your truth, and do what you know how to do. And they are sending me signs and messages. So my word for my week this week is I want to say reckoning. I have recognized, oh my gosh, that I was lost and then I got found. I recognized that I had not been myself for a very, very long time. And now I feel me again, but not just the old me, the me that I was searching for. I have now found the new me that I'm becoming, and I'm working on growing her. And I love her. She is so powerful. And so I want to tell everybody this week to just realize what it is, whatever the problem is, address it, and keep addressing it until it get out of your way, until it allows you to be able to clear that space. But recognize, deal with it, own it, and move past it. And I feel so blessed and highly favored to just be here this week to be able to share this message. So my week was great. My week was great. And it's just getting better.
Amen. Amen.
Hey.
Amen. Amen. Kai,
Love
you
hearing
like
it.
bring it.
I'm like, I was going through it a couple of weeks ago. This girl told me, oh, come on, go on this online. You can go on this new site and they making money. And I was like, what, girl? And I went on the site 2 months ago. I got on the site in the first month. I ain't make no money. And so, and it required a lot of my time. So I went on the second month and I ain't make no money. And so now the rent is behind 2 months. So I'm looking at the people on the site like, what is y'all doing on here that y'all getting money? I didn't know that the girls was going behind the scenes and doing something strange. I didn't understand that part. I was like, oh, this is not the site for me. I'm gonna get off here and go and get me some real money. It reminded me of that Facebook game that they had, Farmville. I'm like, hey, listen, I got to go. But as soon as I stepped away from that, because somebody was just trying to help me, like, come on, let's find another stream of income. And when I stepped away from it, everything became a lot more clear for me. And so my first sign was that I had my ordeal and came home and had never really applied for any income tax and applied for my income taxes. And in the last 2 weeks, they sent me like $3,500 so that I fixed all my bills. And so I'm sitting here right now like, child, you know that the universe is really speaking to me right now. Y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all better talk to y'all ancestors. Y'all better listen. Hello. And so I want to share that with the people. So just recognize, y'all. Recognize.
Oh, that's amazing, Kaya.
I love that. I love that. Like I think I'm gonna jump on that because I feel like I had some revelations this week as well. I know I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper later, but one thing I kept seeing, I've been seeing 444s. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing 444s everywhere. Like it's the craziest thing. So when I do a little search. So now what 444 means, it has two kind of definitions. So one, it means that my archangels are protecting me. It means like they got me, like my guides, my ancestors, they got me. Second, it means that you've arrived, right? So I'm like, oh, that sounds dope. And it's great because I feel like I've been trying to get somewhere. And like one of the things, and we're gonna go into it in a bit when we start talking about the topic of the day. But one of the things was really like letting go of the past, like and understanding that I'm evolving as a being, and if I'm going to be the true and full expression of myself, like I have to be this new expression of myself. I cannot harp or hold on to anything from the past. And that has been, it has been such an empowering experience, to say the least. It's been an empowering experience because it's like I didn't know what to expect. All I knew was that I'm just prepared for this new part of me, and it's just seeing so many things happening. And one of the things that we got to do, I'm not sure if I mentioned it last week, but the OFC, we've been reaching out to the members in the community. It's the holidays, and we just want to make sure people are good, right? So we've been sending out messages. Like we sent out a bunch of text messages, some emails and stuff like that. And I'm gonna tell you guys a quick little story. Out of the blue, I get this vibe to call a brother from the community, just to touch base, see how he's doing. So we're touching base and we're talking, and just the way he's speaking, he's sounding so heavy, right? I'm like, yo, bro, something's off. Like, what is it, But this brother, like he's a strong brother, you know what I mean? Like anyways, let's just say he's a strong brother. And so he's not really telling me what's going on with him, you know what I mean? But there's stuff, and like he has a daughter. His daughter was sick. Actually, his daughter was in a coma for some time. And when she came out of the coma, there's a whole backstory. I'm not going to go into the full story, but so she was in a coma for like 5 weeks. When she came out of the coma, she's paralyzed. Like so, like that, she can't move any of her limbs. She can't even speak anymore. So. And he's not going into full detail, but like he's lightly telling me. So I'm like, yo, brother, that is heavy. And now his family's been trying to take care of her, but it's a lot on the family. So they had to they just recently put her into a home. So I'm like, okay, I'm like, yo, how can we help? Let me know how we could help you. And he's like, and he's like, you're like, I'm okay. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm like, brother, I'm like, okay, look, my intention is to help you however I can. So please call me, let me know I can help. He's like, okay, cool. And he gets off the phone. Now, this is where it gets very interesting. Maybe 4 hours later, I got a call from my father-in-law. I'm like, yeah, what up? He's like, yo, I need you to talk to this woman. Like, all right, what's up? No, she's going through a thing, man. Like, I need you to talk to her. Like, she needs help. And then he tells me about this woman's daughter. So the brother I talked to, that's his ex-wife. They're divorced. So I'm like, say word. So I call the woman now. And I'm like, yeah, so I got your number. I'm calling. I'm giving her context. And she's like, yo, you're not. She's like, this is so weird. She's like, I'm getting goosebumps. She's like, first of all, your father-in-law called me out of the blue. He hasn't called me in months. So he calls me out of the blue, and she's like, yo, she's like, what I had just said. She's like, I was just talking to my mother, and I told my mom, I'm so tired. She's like, I can't even pray. And her mom said, just say, you know what? Just tell God, you know what it is, just take it. And she's like, I said that. That's all I could say. And then I get this call. And then you call.
Father God.
She lays it down. And she's not like her ex-husband. She's like, yo, like she tells me what she needs. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, yo, I will help you guys. I will help with everything you need. Right. And so just to say, so now this is my little testimony I'm sharing with you guys. It's super heavy, but it was super powerful. Like it happened, and it gave me such a I'm not sure if joy is the right word, because the circumstance is not a joyful circumstance, but just so you guys understand what I mean. Like it was what I was asking for. I want to help, right? And so the Spirit enabled that and made it possible for me to be able to do that. And it was huge. So just to say, and there's no flukes, as you guys know, no flukes, no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. So that was my little testimony. And I just feel like the more I accept my calling on the planet, and the more I am grateful for my experiences, the more life will continue to use me. And I'm super grateful to be able to, to continue to be used. And I'm just looking forward, I'm looking forward to the next steps in life, so that was my little testimony.
Amen.
Do you see how you were able to get, thanks for that share, by the way. But do you see how you were able to get the source of the information that you needed, even if it was through another source? You still got what you needed.
Amen. That's what I'm saying, bro. Amen. So guys, so now we're gonna take a quick little musical break, and then we're gonna get back with our topic of the day, and then we're gonna dive in and let you guys know, because you guys are listening, but you guys have no idea. We have a full house. We have a live studio audience. It's about to go down. So, all right. So what's the next track I'm gonna play right now? I feel like I'm about to play another Toby Namumwe, because he's my best friend and I love playing all season.
That's what you told me. Most these sheep will move like clowns. That's why I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke, but Miss Badu told me I'm dope. Yeah, I'm dope. Yeah, I'm dope. Miss Badu told me and I know it. You can't tell me nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water, and I'm Michael Phelps. Told my partner, get your bread up, but that don't equal well. But you can't help out your partners unless you done help yourself. So I need more than kudos and a high five, cause I went from sidelines to the limelight, and I shine bright, ice cold bars, Klondike, and I never move with the white, this ain't blindside, oh. Finite, but you feel the spirit, whole flow, shine light, so glow. Every lyric skin cold, so most po, favorite 9 like Rondo on my glow when I pivot, oh. Most these sheep will move like clowns. That's why I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke, nothing else. That's why every beat I'm on is water and I might go close. Me and my dogs eat like it's what we be working just like slaves. I done made it out of my hood, I deserve some accolades. Cause I maneuver through the doodle like a bottle of Metamucil in a body that's used to being constipated. And most consumers, they view me as a ruler like Mansa Musa. Cause I stay with some jewels that can't exonerate them from every ounce of troubled water they've been in. Spend in time in places it ain't safe to swim in. Without yelling, I tried to tell them they should make amends. Where you from? Where I'm from, you see so much pain. What the kid do it big? Now they know my name. I done got it out the mud and put on for my day ones. That's why Miss Badu and Dave Chappelle show her young play or love.
All right. So, all right, guys. I'm gonna take a couple of minutes and we're gonna go into the topic of the day. So, we just I just kind of alluded to the fact we got a studio audience. So let me let you guys know. So this is a special episode. This is like one of our this is our finale episode for 2021. I keep forgetting what year we're in. 2021. So we wanted to do something a little special. So we have a live studio audience, and so we're gonna go into our topic of the day. And our topic of today is forgiveness, because we figure as we're going into 2022, I would like to know, from our co-hosts, and then also from our studio audience, what forgiveness means to them, and and how they forgive or how we can forgive. This is the Empower Hour, people. We're here to empower everybody who's listening and tuning in, and give you guys some insight and some tips and some tricks. So who wants to go first? So first, well, actually, so I'll first reach out to my co-host before I open up to the floor. So Gina, do you want to start? I could close it.
All right, let me start it off. It's funny because before we actually decided that we were going to talk about forgiveness today, I was on Instagram for the 1 hour allotted per day, because I have put some time limits on that. But there's a trend going on about how Black parents say they're sorry, and then there's like a series of like them just coming into the room and being like, hey, you want something to eat? Or hey, we about to go to the store and I'm about to buy you something. And it's never I'm sorry. It's just one of those things that they do to kind of say sorry without
imply
saying
they're sorry. Mm-hmm.
So that made me chuckle, because it's something that we bring up quite often. And but for me, what forgiveness is your peace, right? So forgiveness is never going to be for the other person. It's always going to be for yourself. And it's forgiveness is a selfish thing, as it should be, because at the end of the day, regardless of what somebody does to you, they're out there living their lives like nothing ever changed. Like they don't know, like, oh man, I did that to Gina, right? Oh, her day must suck. No, my day's great. And here I am harboring something. And so now all of a sudden I'm just sad and upset and angry at this person. So forgiveness is selfish, and it's supposed to be for yourself, because that's what matters. It's about cleaning your heart and removing the splinters. And as I mentioned, when I was in Italy spending time with my dad, for the past few months, in the last 2 years, I kind of been telling myself, like, I want to broach a conversation with my father. Didn't really know how to do it. And it so happened that the universe kind of put it together, because he ended up broaching a topic with me that I never thought he would ever do. And we were sitting there literally just watching TV, because, my brother had something else to do. So we were just here chilling at home, and we were reined in. And then he's just like, how would you rate your childhood? If you see how my eyes bogged out of my head, because I was like, huh?
That's a great question.
Sir? What? Oh, this is what we're doing tonight? We're not just going to watch Lock and key, like we've been doing. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And I gave him the quick answer at first. Like I rated it high because now as an adult, looking back, especially as an adult, you missing childhood, the life of no responsibilities. Hello, can you take me back? I was like, no, it was great. It's like 8.5. I was like, even though we didn't have much, but we didn't know we didn't have much. We had each other. Like, I mean, for myself, like most listeners know, like Pharaoh was my first cousin, and like we were Fab Five, and we had each other, and we played, we had fun, and like life was good. Like we had a really good childhood. And then as I'm talking to him, I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, 8.5 is a little too high. You know what I mean? That was a little too high. And, I was kind of just looking at the good, rosy picture of things. And then we got into certain conversations, and I had those different conversations with him, some tough conversation with him as well. But ultimately, I did let him know without him asking me that I forgave him. And I forgave him and my mom. I've had these conversations with my mother. And I also realized, like, for any parent out there, you're going to do something wrong, regardless of your intentions. You might think you're doing the right thing. Your child's going to feel like it's the wrong thing at some point in time. It's going to happen because everyone's living their life for them. Like we only have our own lives to live. But I told him that now as an adult, when I look back, when I hit 30, it was like, at this point, you guys had 3 kids. Forget 30. When I hit 23, they had 2 kids. And I was like, was I ready for 2 kids at 23? No. Was I at 26, 3 kids in a house and all these different things? No. Would I have known what to do with it? No. And as the older I get and the more adulting I do, I realized that like they were doing the best that they could. And ultimately speaking, like there was no animosity towards them anymore. Like, I mean, when you're a teenager, it's like, oh, I hate your mom, I hate your dad. And, you go through those little things. At the end of the day, like, all of that is erased. All of that is a non-factor because ultimately they did the best that they could. And like, it turned out pretty great or whatever. No, but life is good. You know what I mean? Like life is blessed.
Yo, you are terrible.
No, but no, but for real, like, I mean, I am truly blessed. And like, honestly, it's from the what we didn't have to build to what we have today that I owe to them through and throughout. And I'm glad that they got to live their lives, because I have to say they had us young, but the relationship that I have with my parents today is beyond blessed. So
that's blessed. All right. I love that. Mm-hmm. See, that was a good testimony. And that was great for our listeners, So for our listeners who are still kind of feeling the way about their parents, get over it. It's really not worth it. Queen Kaya, what was Queen Kaya, what's your take on forgiveness?
Well, Gigi touched on one of the most important parts for me, because I honestly feel like forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. It's so that you can sleep at night. But I think I told this story before. I think I told y'all this, but I'm gonna tell you again. So when I was younger, I got cut by a girl in South Carolina. I was 15 going on 16, and I was allowed to go to a party. And at the end of this party, a fight broke out in the street, and it was just getting ready to start. We thought that the drama was behind us, but as we came forward, they were having a fight, and one of the girls that was involved cut me. And she cut me in the back of the head. I keep walking, find out later that she had cut me. I went back, and then we started fighting, and she cut me some more in my face, in my back, in my head. Needless to say, when the scars started to heal, I was not healed. I was going through some things. I was breaking up stuff. I was fighting people. I was aggressive and angry just for no reason. And many, many years later, after I went to therapy about this and anger management, I had a dream one night. And now I had been having fits and having seizures and all kinds of stuff. My anger had taken me somewhere that I did not understand. And so this night in particular, I had a dream. And in my dream, I was walking down the street and I saw the girl who cut me. And I went to attack her, and everyone that lived in the houses surrounded came out and grabbed me. And they were saying to me, no, it's time for you to let this go now, Kaya. I was like, I can't. And they was like, no, it's time for you to let this go. It's the only way that you're going to have peace. So now I'm in this dream battling my conscious, my subconscious. I'm like, nah, B, I got to fight this girl. I got to do something back to her. And in my dream, they went and got her and drug her out of her house and brought her to me. And when they brought her, she just started saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. And I hugged her and I cried. And when I woke up crying, but I was going through something. I felt it inside of myself. I'm like, I think that I've released this pain that I was feeling. I wasn't able to do it in my waking days. God did it to me in my sleep. He said, I don't care what happens. You need to let this go because you are hurting yourself more than you are hurting them by not forgiving. And there's no fight that you can fight, and there's no hurt that you can do to somebody that is going to make it better for you. And God made me forgive in my dream. So when I came in my waking hours, I wanted to be mad, but I couldn't. And God told me that he was going to fix it. He was going to rectify it. Needless to say, I have never seen her again. But I don't feel that hate anymore. I don't feel that pain anymore from that. And when I had that dream, that was the last time that I had a seizure. And that was the last time that I had like a blackout where I was like breaking things and fighting myself and fighting people. That was the last time it happened to me. It was after I had the forgiveness dream.
That's powerful, Kaya. That's powerful.
That is powerful.
For it to even change your physicality, right? Because you're making yourself sick, holding on to that. And then look at God. Okay.
I made myself, I was like a monster. And what I despised the most was the fact that I was so unpredictable, walking into different places. I would look at everyone's faces as I walked in, and a common theme had been like, oh gosh, here comes Kaya. And they don't know how I'm going to act. They don't know if I'm a trick. They don't know if I'm a blank out today. And it was a big thing for me because I couldn't take that. I was like, I want people to stop looking at me like that. I want to feel like myself again. I want to be that happy girl again. This is not my plight. Why they were going through what they was going through was not my plight. I just happened to get caught up in it, and I don't deserve to hold this burden, but I was going through it. But God made me release. I wanted to fight until the day I died. In real life, every time I saw her, I fought her until I had that dream.
Wow.
Her and her family, not just her and her family. And I did terrible things. When their grandfather died, I showed up at the funeral and threw rocks in the window and went in there to go and fight them and stuff in the funeral home. I was off my rocker, and God needed to save me. And I wasn't strong enough to take it from myself. I wasn't strong enough to pass the burden. He took it from me. I believe.
Yo, Queen, you be hitting it because I know there's listeners right now. There are people who have no idea that you will physically make yourself sick by holding on to something in your spirit. It's wild. Okay, so I see one of our guests in our studio audience has her hand up. So Sister Carlene, you want to go ahead?
Yes, thank you, Pharaoh. Forgiveness, what people always think, I like the fact when Gigi said, forgiveness is for us, it's peace. We are looking for peace for ourselves. So sometimes we hold to things and we hold ourselves. So the one thing that people need to know, we never forget what happened. But when you forgive, you feel relief. And if they think that the forgiveness is not forgotten, you can forgive. We have to forgive because we have to looking for that for ourselves. So forgive, but you won't forget. So that's what people think. Oh, if I forgive, I will forget what that people do. No, you will always remember what happened to you, what that people did to you. But when you forgive, you feel that peace deep inside of you. So Queen Kai, wow, you rocked it.
I love
Praise
that.
the Lord.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So I guess so now so for me, when I think forgiveness, for me, forgiveness is evolution. It's evolution because uh, again, in my life experience, like for me to get to a point where I was able to comfortably forgive people, is because I had matured to a certain point. I had evolved as an individual. I was no longer the same type of person. So when I think forgiveness, like right away, it's like it shows like a level of maturity. It shows that I'm, that I'm leveling up. And I had touched on it a little bit when I was doing my introduction, that when the spirit was showing me that I have arrived, one of the things that it told me as a part of this is that it's time to let go and it's time to forgive. And I was telling Queen Kaya a story earlier, and actually I'm gonna share something that I wrote, because it's something that was led. I want to say it was spirit led, because I honestly don't think like I would have consciously wrote this, so it came through my spirit. So I'll share it with you guys. All right. So I forgive myself and I forgive everyone that I felt any negative feelings towards. These individuals are extensions of me, and I am an extension of them. And we are all extensions of the earth, the universe, and God, our creator. And we came together to teach each other life lessons and to assist each other in our evolution. I might not have understood it then, but I see and I understand now, and I am grateful. And I wrote it, and when I reread it, like it makes it easy to let go, because I'm able to take responsibility for my part in it. And that again is part of the evolution and part of maturity. It's like you have to understand you can't blame anybody for anything that has ever happened to you. You have to accept part ownership in every circumstance. Like, once you can accept your part that you played in it, even if you're unconscious of your part that you played in it, you're able to grow from the circumstances. So for me, like when I think forgiveness, I think evolution. So that's my little 2 cents on it. So yeah, so now that was fun. So now before we go into a musical break and come back into the business, did anybody else have anything they wanted to drop on the topic of forgiveness? I was like, cue up our next track. Oh, somebody speaking? Yes.
Oh, real quick.
Yes. So we have another guest, sister. Can you unmute? Yeah, you can unmute. Go ahead. This is Sabrina.
Oh yeah. Hi. Hi, everybody. How you guys doing?
Hello, sister Sabrina.
Hello. Just my 2 cents on forgiveness. What's helped me with forgiveness is that through the years, I realized I'm the only person holding this bag, because the people who did wrong to me don't even remember what they did. They are not holding it. They went on with their life. They got on with their life, and I'm still holding on to so many bags, because I look at them and they're like laughing and enjoying, and they're enjoying their life, and I'm just sitting here in misery. And I'm like, why is that? So it's like, in order for me to move on, I have to forgive them. To forgive is to let go and try to move on. And what I feel inside might be the size of a suitcase, but by the time through time, you can work it down slowly into a little carry-on bag. So it takes time. Forgiveness doesn't come overnight. It's going to take time, but I have taken a lot of trunks of misery and squished it all the way down to a little purse size thing. but I had to let them go in order to carry on because I can't go up to the future if I'm still in the past. I can't get there.
Mm,
And it's blocking
well said.
everything that I'm trying to do. I can't move. So they're not stuck, but I'm still stuck because I'm still looking at what they did. So in order for me to get to my
Well
future,
said.
I gotta let them go because they're holding down my train. I
I
can't
love
move.
that. Snap, snap.
Snap, snap.
Welcome.
Let's
Thank
snap,
you,
snap
Queen.
on that one. Let's snap, snap on that one. Right?
Beautiful. Brother Samuel Lagar, the floor is yours, my brother. Where is forgiveness to you?
Yeah, I'm actually rediscovering what forgiveness is. Mostly forgetting myself, but forgetting others. Parce que, tu vois, dans les dernières années, dans les 2, 3 dernières années, mon esprit a été justement pris dans le passé, dans des situations que, consciemment, je sais que they're not relevant anymore. None of this is like relevant. These situations, these even energies, they don't even exist anymore. Mais c'est comme si, parce que dans le moment précis où est-ce que certains drames me sont arrivés, ça a comme dévié ma trajectoire. A part of me has become bitter. And I've never been bitter. Partout, c'est dur pour moi de me reconnaître dans la phase où je suis en ce moment. Parce que partout où je suis, j'ai toujours été quelqu'un comme qui brille. Genre, je suis juste arrivé dans un endroit, puis genre, comme, mon énergie shine. Puis là, même aujourd'hui, des fois, je parle avec des gens, surtout des gens quand même spirituellement avancés, ils me disent, things are not as bad as you perceive them. Mais j'arrive pas à débloquer. Genre, il y a toujours une espèce de point, même physiquement, genre, je le ressens même plus physiquement que spirituellement. C'est comme, it's like dance. Fait que là, genre, défaire les énergies alors que je suis rendu dans un état où il y a tellement de ces expériences-là qui n'ont plus aucun sens, qui n'ont plus aucun attrait avec la réalité ou l'actualité d'aujourd'hui, que j'arrive plus à... like, it's hard for me to make sense out of this. Je fais mes mantras, je fais des trucs comme oui, forgiveness, mais en même temps, il y a quelque chose qui me dit ça fait aussi un peu partie de mon caractère. Il y a une partie de moi qui est that seems that I perceive as being bitter, but it's more stern. Je suis quelqu'un qui a tendance, même si je peux m'amuser, à revenir vers un état d'énergie sérieux. Puis ça fait en sorte que ces derniers temps, j'ai eu de la difficulté à connecter avec les autres, comme vraiment intense, comme si I'm stuck like elsewhere. Et chaque fois que les gens comme s'approchent même un peu de moi, like my spirit flies like somewhere else, parce que il y a comme cette méfiance-là du monde externe qui est restée. And I'm trying to unclog this. Mais bon, pour revenir sur le principe de forgiveness, je suis passé à aller voir la plupart des gens ces derniers temps où que leur nom ou leur énergie repassait en permanence, comme, parce que I'm highly sensible to energy, même si j'ai complètement bloqué tout ça, je suis intensément sensible. Fait que je suis allé repasser voir chacun de ces personnes-là, puis la plupart du temps, just like looking at them, juste passer du temps avec eux, comme, tu sais, je me sens bien, I feel really like, okay, like all of this is in the past, but at the same time, I'm still trying to let go of all the things all the energy that have been created for me, like, tu sais, de juste ressasser. So for me, forgiveness, I don't know if at the moment, if I know what forgiveness is, but I'm trying to blank slate, but at the same time, something tells me, je peux pas passer à travers ça sans comprendre la leçon qui est derrière ça. Donc, je suis en train, en ce moment, je vis un tri de tout ça pour pas rester pris dans le passé, pour être capable d'aller vers l'avant, parce que c'est la sensation que j'ai ces derniers temps-ci que il y a un bâtiment qui va de l'avant, but my perception of the world is still stuck in the past. So, les gens parlent avec moi, puis c'est comme si je suis toujours in two time frame. Like, they talk to me, my energy is saying something, but my perception of the world is like stuck in a way so that when I speak to them, they feel something is like not necessarily out of tune. Yeah, so I don't know, I'm navigating to, parce que je vais pas mentir, malgré tout ça, I've been blessed, like comme, chaque ressource que j'ai eu besoin s'est mis comme sur mon chemin, and I was like really like a phone call of outreach, or just like vraiment proche. Puis des fois c'est juste comme, je peux presque dire même par négligence, ou sometimes I did not really feel ready, like at this point. And puis des fois je me dis, oh, pas le cul mon gars, yo, fuck it. Mais I've been blessed.
What you have to tell yourself. Yeah, I was about to say, you are blessed, and it's as you're going through it, you have, like, the gift of being able to let it go is like, you'll see how you can soar, because you're already being blessed in the circumstance, and you already know something's off. So just take the time, ask yourself, and your spirit is going to lead you and help you to let it go. But it is that, like, you already know, all you got to do is be able to let it go, and then you'll be able to evolve from it. But you're the fact that you've acknowledged that you want to grow from it, your spirit's just going to give you the strength and help you to get to where you want to go. But it's really it's blessed, and I thank you for sharing your experience, because it is like, and we're a community. We're here to hold each other, to help each other, and to continue to motivate each other. So thank you for sharing with us, brother. I definitely appreciate that. So now we're gonna do one more quick musical break, and then we're gonna get back. Yes, please.
Yes, et Samuel, juste une suggestion non sollicitée dans le fond, mais des fois quand on a ce blocage, c'est un blocage de chakra. Et puis, il y a des fois, on a des chakras qui travaillent trop fort, il y en a d'autres qui ne travaillent pas assez. Et si je pourrais te donner une suggestion, si tu as l'intérêt, Mama Oracle, c'est une travailleur d'esprit, de chakra et tout. I definitely went to visit there when I felt like I had certain blockers and couldn't get past things. And sometimes you just need to clean the little splinters that are there to help you get past it. There's always a lesson to be learned and whatnot, but sometimes those blockers are things that you can't see, and they're in your internal. And so if you just kind of get a nice little spiritual clean there, a little spiritual bath there, it definitely helps unclog that.
Thanks. Pour le vrai, là, l'étape où je suis, merci énormément. L'étape où je suis, c'est de choisir la personne qui va m'aider à faire comme justement genre ce nettoyage du chakra là. Genre, à un moment donné, j'étais comme, OK, I know that I cannot like have the solution on my own. So like, thanks.
Shine, shine, shine on all of them. My Umi said to shine your light, so shine on all of them. Shine, shine on all of them. My Umi said to shine your light, so shine on all of them.
I can't join in because I've missed. I just joined, but I can tell you one thing.
But ain't nothing sweet, these demons hungry. They go bananas for the money, but not me, I'm no circus monkey. It's crazy. No shaitan can drown us, we wavy. Too smooth to be fooled by fugazis. I guess that's all part of what made me shine, shine on all of them. My Umi said to shine your light, so shine on all of them. Climb, you were born to win. Don't let them make you colorblind and not adore your skin. I've seen so many come and go. It's hard to get change when you broke. My only goal while on the globe is not to let my soul corrode. The world can be toxic, especially when your skin look like chocolate. Be cautious, all branches ain't olive. And look towards the sun for your solace. And shine, shine on all of them. My Umi said to shine your light, so shine on all of them. Climb, you were born to win. Don't let them make you colorblind and not adore your skin.
And we're back. Whoops, that's not supposed to happen. Okay. And we are back. So that was again another Toby Namumbwe shine. All right. Okay, guys, I promise. That was the last Toby track. I'm gonna mix it up.
I mean, at this point, though. At this point, it just feels like this is what is going to happen for the show. You can't have 3 Toby tracks and be like, oh, we're just going to switch it up.
I just really like Toby. What do you want me to do? Not play the Toby track? And they're so fitting. You don't find every track was just the right track for the time.
They're great tracks. I'm
just going with the spirit, man. What do you want me to do? I'm just, I'm DJing right now. I'm just kind of trying to MC this whole thing. So we're now going into a really, really fun part of the show. But now, I do want to give an opportunity to our sister Velsia, who had just joined us, and she joined us right before we went into the musical break. So did you want to, before we dive into this next segment, Sister Belcia, do you want to just share with us what you were discussing just now, or what you were sharing with us concerning forgiveness?
Oh, well, yeah,
It seems
hello.
like you're.
No, all I was saying is that no matter how far or wide he searches for answers, the answers actually lays within him. He can go and get guidance, but at the end of the day, he has all the tools he needs to figure out what he needs to for his own health. He actually does. He just has to find a place to find silence within so that he can actually hear and respond. But it's something, doesn't matter if he goes for external help, the internal part is what has to really be coming from him. It really does. I can hear it. I can hear the anger, the frustration, the agitation, the aggravation. He needs to find a sense of quiet and calm so that he can now place those things in the appropriate places and look at them individually so he can understand why and where they're coming from. That was it. That's it.
Wow, very fitting, amazing. So thank you for that, Queen. Thank you. So now, guys, this is the holiday time. So we have been getting a lot of requests from people throughout the community who want to support community businesses, who want to just circulate their melanated dollar within the melanated community. They're looking for stocking stuffers. They're looking for everything. So we said, you know what? With this special finale episode that we're doing here of the Empower Hour, let's reach out. So this is like an extended business zone / community update merged into one, and we're going to stretch it. So now that is why we're blessed with so many guests and this amazing studio audience. So what we are going to do, we're going to give an opportunity to every entrepreneur who's with us today, as well as our listeners who is joining, to be able, first, we want the entrepreneurs to introduce yourselves, introduce your business, what you're promoting through the holidays. Now, there's a good amount of us on the line, so just be mindful. We want to try to make sure everybody gets an opportunity. So please share who you are. And then, but if you're part of our studio audience and you're just listening and you have a question for one of the entrepreneurs, please just put your hand up. So then we'll make sure to give you the floor before we let the next entrepreneur speak. Okay? So with that, now we didn't necessarily create an order. All right. So for my entrepreneurs who are in the house, the only thing I ask, if you can, just put your business name after your name, so I know that you want us to call you to be able to promote what you're doing. And that's really the only thing I ask. And then just be ready, because we're going to be calling you pretty randomly. Like you're up next. So it's going to be pretty dope. So now,
if you don't want it entirely random, Pharaoh, there is the feature on reaction. You can actually raise your hand and it'll bring you your icon to the top so that we see you amongst the crowd and be able to call you out.
See, Gina the Great, that's why you're the great. You know how to, you're just handling the things, man. Like, yo, no one's mad at you. That's great.
Zoom living.
But okay. So with that said, I would like to welcome our brother Ryan from ACBN Canada, African Canadian Business Network. Woo! We gotta give them these are in-house claps, guys. In-house claps.
So you can hear me okay?
Yes, we can, my brother. Welcome to the Empower Hour. Thank you for being with us.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And one thing I just want to touch on, as the last segment was about forgiveness. Forgiveness is very difficult, but as a community, we have to lean into complexity. The things that are hard is where the growth is. So I just want to leave that on the table. But my name is Ryan Knight, one of the co-founders of the Afro-Caribbean Business Network. I'm one of the co-executive directors as well. We work with entrepreneurs of African and Caribbean heritage, helping them to create a blueprint to exponentially grow their companies. This holiday season, we are actually supporting an entrepreneur that opened a store in the Bramley City Center. That's a mall here in Brampton, Ontario. And we said, let us sponsor space in your store so we can bring more members from our network and give them shelf space. So tomorrow we're actually doing the soft launch on our website. We're on our Instagram. I'm going to be trying to do an all-day live. I don't know if my battery will be able to handle it, but you'll be able to see the different vendors. The next day we're going to be interviewing them the day of and the next day. And a quick shout out My wife, Cheriton Knight, she has Afrocentric greeting cards. So if you want to check out ebonyoccasions.com. And then my daughter, her and I wrote a book, Jazz and Dad Start a Lemonade Stand. So those are two stocking stuffers, or well, the Christmas cards you can actually put with the gifts. So something to look out for if you wanted to order online. But yeah, really appreciate the platform, Farrell.
That's amazing. Oh, can you repeat the website where we can go find all of this?
Yes. So the website, you mean for the store or for the greeting cards and such?
I mean, both.
Right. So the store's name is Reveler Afrique, which stands for Rising Africa, I believe is the translation. And it's in the Bramley City Center here in Brampton, Ontario, Canada. And thank you, Shiata, for supporting the book. And yeah, my daughter's book is Jazz and Dad Start a Lemonade Stand. The Kindle version is on Amazon. We're trying to get the printed version on there. I am slow to the learning curve of Amazon. So if anybody out there wants to help me get the book on Amazon, please feel free.
And please remember to put your website and all the details in the chat, because we're going to share it again. All right. So just please do not forget to do that. And everybody who's here with us, don't forget to do that. We'll always take the opportunity to network and connect and make sure people are bridging. So definitely please make it a point to do that as well. So thank you. Awesome. And welcome. Thank you again.
Real quick.
So
for the entrepreneurs all on the line, if you're ever looking for grant funding, please come to our website, acbncanada.com, sign up. There's a business needs assessment form that we have, and we match you to grants that exist and actually help you write them. So for all our entrepreneurs, if we're looking for funding, I always say, let's position ourselves in front of the flow of money. There's lots of grants being pushed out the door. Let's make sure you get that money.
On that note,
talk about it.
Thank you. That.
Do you only do the entrepreneurial loans, or do you also do other types of loans? Let's say I want to do a music loan, or I mean grant.
Yes. So the grants, the music ones, I'm not as versed in, but we're learning. So if there's a project that you're working on, we'd love to work alongside you to help you get it. And we do have a team of grant writers. Some of them are better than me at the arts and entertainment type loans, or the grants. So we could definitely connect you in. Yes.
Okay, great. Did anyone ever tell you that you look like Kanye? You get that?
Listen, I didn't believe it.
Kanye.
Somebody put a side by side with me and Kanye, and I had to submit. I was like, yeah, it's there. I'll allow it.
Yeah,
Fair. I'll send you the picture too. I'll send it to you.
He laughs in Kanye. He laughs in Kanye too.
Oh
He's
my! That is hilarious, Queen Kai. That's why I love Kai, yo. No,
So
but
Queen, if you see the
before
book,
we go to the next,
people think it's Kanye West in the book. So check out the book.
Hey, I'll
yo, we
publicity
have
is
it.
good
Where's
publicity.
she at?
Do that.
When it's your turn, bring the book. I know, trust me, right? No, but that's amazing. But actually, before we go to the next entrepreneur, I always wondered, why? Because artists are entrepreneurs, artists are businesses. So I'm wondering, why can't an artist just, even outside of a music grant, why not just come and say, yo, I'm an artist. This is my product. This is my marketing plan. This is how I want to get the stuff out, right? Anyways, we'll take this and we'll take it offline, so to speak.
But that's so important. Just before you move from that, because I was working with an artist, a gentleman, he plays 100 instruments. And he's like, oh, because I'm an artist, I don't have a business registration number. I was like, nah, you are an entity. You are a business. You can't think of yourself because I'm an artist, I'm not a business. So we definitely have to, organize ourselves around shifting from hustling to corporate. So that's really important what you're saying.
Awesome. So next we have Queen Alvina Ryan, author. I want to say best-selling author. Welcome, Alvina. Welcome. You're up. Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear. Thank you so much, Pharaoh, and welcome everybody. So Pharaoh's right. I am a best-selling author. I am a new author. I started publishing books in 2020, And so far I have 3 books. This is one of them. I Pray on Purpose Because. I Pray on Purpose Because. And it's fitting because we were just talking about forgiveness. And one of the pieces in the book is about forgiveness. And you have really a choice. Like, do you want to be bitter or do you want to be better? So there's just so many different themes in this book, themes about having children. These are all subjects that people want to pray for. This book was intentional. It was written by strong women. We call them empowered women, and this is the Empower Hour. So it was written by women for women. However, many people, men, women, all people from all walks of life, religious, non-religious, have been reading this book. And it just helps you with different things that are going on in life. People who need to pray about school, people need to be praying about fertility, people who need to be praying about their own personal relationship with God. These are things that are explored in the book, and it also teaches you how to pray. So remember, it came out of COVID. We were all having no hope, and we need hope. And it's a fitting stuffer because a lot of people have everything. And what do you give someone who has everything? You give them a book and you empower them through reading and strength. And, also it teaches you the fundamentals of prayer. So how to structure a prayer. People think you have to get up and do all kinds of craziness when you talk to God, but it really, you just have to talk to him like a friend. And the other 2 books, Finding Joy in the Journey. So someone who wants a devotional that's more about joy and finding your joy and finding your purpose, that's the second book. And the last book will be out in 2021. It's already being published. And that's I Testify on Purpose Because, and that's all about testimonies about God's goodness, his greats, tons of stories, people who have been abused, people who had cancer, and people who are victorious throughout the whole book. So they had a problem, but it's been solved. And then you see their journey, and it empowers you because we live by other people's stories. Everybody has a story. You could write your own book. And so when you hear these stories, it empowers you to be better and live better. So.
Wow. So contact information, how do people get the book from you, please?
Well, I have 2 websites. If you want to just know everything about the book, it's www.authoralvinaryan.com, www.authoralvinaryan.com. There's even a free download, so everybody gets a gift. You know, like Oprah, you win a gift, you win a gift. Everybody gets a free gift. You can get my free ebook on that site. And if you want to know all about me, contact me. You can just go to plain simple alvinaryan.com and you'll see the other products and services that I have to offer. I am a massage therapist, so I have massage DVDs and all those kind of things. So those are also available to you on the site.
They said the t-shirt, Alvina. Somebody said the t-shirt. Talk about the t-shirt.
Oh, thank you so much. With this book also, there is a t-shirt. So there's many different products that you can get as well. You can get that on alvinaryan.com, available in hot pink like this, or men love the black. So if you're looking for something for your significant other, a beautiful t-shirt will do as well. Thank you.
Amazing. I love this. Okay, next we have Sister Sabrina, and then we have Carly next. So Sister Sabrina from As Intended, All Natural. Welcome again to the Empower Hour. The floor is yours, Queen. Well, you're on mute right now, though. Give me a heads up. Get up. And then next will be Carly, and then I have Kitty Antoine next. Oh, yep. Still on the mute. Okay. No, still on mute. Hold on. Just
How about now? Can you hear me
there
now?
you go. That's all right. It's okay. This is live radio. This is how it goes. No.
Okay, here's me again. As Intended, All Natural is the name of my business. I've been in business since 2016. I started off with an incredible spiritual need to get things back as God intended them to be. Naturally, skincare, hair care, I create them all by hand, no chemicals, no preservatives. My goal was to make sure that we can understand everything that's in the ingredients. And I really got fed up of going to the stores and realizing I don't understand the ingredients. Nothing makes sense. I need a dictionary. So I wanted to create products that you don't need a dictionary for. I spoke a lot with my mom and listened to how they, she about when she was a kid. And those things worked great for them, and they're beautiful and got great change. So I went to skincare, to if you have eczema, if you've got problems with your scalp, any kind of issues. I also do made to order items as well. And I also have, I created a t-shirts as well for empowered women. It says empowered women, and empowered woman empowers women. It's basically, I have it for men and for men and for women, so that we can continue to empower each other and get away from that whole stereotype, you know, just because I make it, I can't help you make it. You know, it's supposed to pull each other up, not pull each other down. So that's why I created that t-shirt for that. So that's available for men and women. Currently, my website, www.aian.ca, is having a 30% off everything on site until December 24th. So you can go online and do that. Again, www.aian.ca. That's as intended, all natural. I also have an Instagram page that's as intended _ all natural. And I also have, I'm also on Etsy as the same thing, as intended, I'm all over the place, as intended, all natural. Nice. And yeah, I've got things for women, for men, for children, everything, whatever you need. I also make sea moss on the side too. Sea moss and teas and everything. Yeah, you name it, I make it. Whatever God calls me to make, I make it.
Amen. I love that. Thank you again, sister. I know I'm looking for my order on Friday. Okay, sea moss.
No problem. I got you. I just made a whole batch.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Next.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, and don't forget to plug your links in the chat. Sister Carly.
Hi, how are you? Hello, everyone.
Good, Queen. Welcome to the Empower Hour.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having all of us and giving us this opportunity. So I'm here just to talk a little bit about my brand. It's called Merch by Carly Rock. As I said, my name's Carly, but my internet persona is Carly Rock. So the merch is based off of poetry that I've written before, or just thoughts that I've had that have slowly became merchandise. My brand started out as a fundraiser at the end of 2017. But since then it has grown. When the fundraising was done, there was still a demand for the products that I offer. So it started off with just putting my writings on t-shirts. It went from t-shirts to crew necks to hoodies to tote bags, posters, blankets, now you name it. I'm still growing the brand and getting on more of the business side of things. It has been quite a while, but because it started as a fundraiser, I'm still in that hustling mentality of getting the products done rather than having it as a full established business. But like I said, I'm working on it. Right now, I'm solely on Instagram, but if I do say so myself, I handle it better than any website could at this point in time, until my orders become too big for me to manage. I'm on Instagram at Merch by Carly Rock. As soon as you start typing it in, I should pop up. I do a lot of things. So the quotes that I do are only written by me or made by me, besides one, which is 1111. And as of right now, I do a lot of things made to order. So depending on the color someone might need, or a color scheme someone might need, I make everything to order, because it's truly all about the vibe that you have, the values that you have, and being able to say it with your chest is what I like to say, is whatever you represent, being able to put it on your merchandise that you're going to have in your home or on your body to really state a claim as to what you represent. So I'll leave my @ name in the comment box. I'm always trying to learn as an entrepreneur. I'm always trying to learn how I can improve my game, who I can collaborate with. So if any of you see my page, and maybe you might not want to buy something, but if you see a way that we might be able to collaborate, feel free to send me a message, and we can go from there.
Oh, Carly, we are definitely going to link up. Like, it's going to be our pleasure to help. I'm definitely going to reach out to you after this and see how we can plug you through the whole OFC network and give you that visibility, and then help you to level up. And maybe we'll follow up with Ryan and see if we get some money injected into the project too. Ryan has all kind of money links. So
yes, I was going to ask Kaya where she got the sweater from, but now I know.
But now we know. Now
it's me.
We know. And just for our listeners, it's Carly with a C, not with a K, right?
Yes. So Merch by CarlieRock.
Perfect. Beautiful. Thank you again. Thank you for joining us, and we're glad to have you here. And next,
Yes.
we have the one and only Ketty Antoine with us. Whoop, whoop. Raise the roof. I love you, Ketty. Nice seeing you.
Love you too. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for doing this. So I came a bit late because I just closed the shop, and I just wanted so bad to be there with you guys. Okay, what's my business? It's Boutique Espace Urbain. Since 2015, Boutique Espace Urbain, it's a hub like Airbnb or Uber. So it means that I created a platform, a permanent platform where other entrepreneurs with brands can sell their stuff, especially Afro, Caribbean, urban inventory. It goes from fashion to healthcare product, toys, books, fabrics, anything you can find. Right now, we cater over, we give service to over 103 partners over Canada, across Canada. And since we moved in June on Plaza Saint-Hubert, we became the biggest store in Canada for that type of products. So we're very proud, and especially the fact that our business, it's a local business with strong social mission. That means that we don't just sell stuff, you know? We are close to our clients, close to the communities, to our communities, Afro-descendant communities. We are close to our families, to women in business. We have like very strong social values, and it shows. It shows the way we welcome our clients, the way we treat our partners, and the way we represent the culture, because this is who we are. So since the move, we're very, very happy to announce that we've created jobs, we've created more services. So on top of having a boutique, we give co-working services, rental services, because we kept the other boutique space. So this is a new service we can offer to all our partners and people from the community who are looking for spaces to rent for work, or to create, to celebrate, or to showcase workshops. So I'm just so happy. And now
it's everything.
With the new boutique, we also offer entreposage. How do we say that in English again? When
Storage.
I'm tired, my English
Storage.
is exactly.
Yeah, storage. Yes.
We offer storage. We have like 3,000 square feet of storage that we offer. We're located on Plaza Saint-Hubert in Montreal. It's the Rosemont Petite Patrie neighborhood. You can find the orange line right along the commercial street. So we're 2 minutes away from Bourbier Metro. And anybody that is listening to me right now and that feel, you know, that the message really touches you, that you feel that we can make a difference in your business, because we really adapt our service to what the you know, our partners need. Some partners only use us as a pickup space for their online shop. Some others use us to test talent or test a passion. Sometimes you feel you want to do something, but you're not sure, and you don't want to invest everything that you have in it. So having a place like that, you can test, you know, a product, faire une étude de marché, things like that. So we are really very flexible, and we want to be at service to everybody who feels that we can make a difference in their business. So Boutique Espace Urbain, we also have an online boutique. It's boutiqueespaceurbain.com. And the address in Montreal is 6529 Saint-Hubert, right on Plaza Saint-Hubert corner, beau bien. And what's nice about it is like we're right across Librairie Racine, right across Ausgang Plaza, right next to Cordonnier d'Asica, and they're all Black-owned businesses. So we're kind of creating, you know, an
our own little Africa.
Exactement. So, and there's also the Restaurant Cuisine, which is an Asian restaurant right on the same corner. So this is amazing because we've been dreaming about that and it's actually happening. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And did you give your website? I'm not sure if you gave your website. I'm not sure if I caught it.
I'm gonna write it down, but it's boutiqueespaceurbain.com.
Beautiful. Thank you again for being here and for everything that you're doing. Okay, I'll stop now. Go ahead, guys. Sorry.
Fantastic. Next up, we have Jenny, and I seem to have lost her in the group of folks. I don't know how we got to so many so quick. There you are. Here. Okay, fantastic. Jenny, tell us what you're about.
All right. So thank you for having all of us live for this Empower Hour. So I am founder of Oshuyoni. So what is the mission of Oshuyoni is actually distribute menstrual product to women and also soaps for intimate wash, for intimate care. So I started this off with the pads that I distribute, Easy Day, since 2019. It was really a blessing. It was really an interest of mine of discovering myself as a woman. And this is an ongoing daily quest for self and self-love. So my mission really is to guide women as much as I need the guidance as well, because as healers, you also need to find your own healing, right? So it's really to share different methods of self-care, such as yoni steaming. I call it Shushun steam because there's different ways of calling yourself, we all have a little name for our sexual organs. So it's really making the focus on your womb. Many women have uterine issues such as fibroids, and sometimes you're very much overwhelmed with the news. You don't know what to do. And it's to help one another, to provide you with guidance. Let's say, as I'm talking about fibroids, il y a un groupe, il y a une fondation, Vive Sans Fibrome, that actually welcome women, to guide them. A lot of activities have been done with Vive Sans Fibrome. So that's my mission. It's really to provide the care so that you can learn how to be strong again within yourself. And that's part of like the first section, forgiveness. There's a lot of hurt, tension that we hold into our womb, but sometimes you need that forgiveness to go on, to move on. And once you allow yourself to release and forgive, then all these tensions will go away, So that's my mission, Oshuyoni. You can find me on Instagram, same way, Oshuyoni, or Facebook. Or you could, ask me any kind of questions on my personal Facebook as well, which is Jenny Ja. So yes, I would like to add that thank you so much for Katie, because I am one of her partners, and you are able to find the pads at à la boutique Espace Urbain on Plaza Saint-Hubert. And also I will have my soaps available at the boutique. Yes.
I've actually tried the soap myself.
That's phenomenal.
I've actually tried it myself.
Ooh.
Yes.
And it works wonderfully. I purchased the sanitary napkins. And one of the things that I noticed is that, first things first, I want to say this. thank you very much for delving when it came to this, because a lot of Black women, which we know are prone to fibroid tumors. Very painful, especially during a woman's monthly cycle. The pads that she sells are all natural. It's not like the ones that we buy in the store that have all of this chemical that is forcing your cycle to be more voracious. These are natural, so there's no chemical. So I don't have cramps the same way that I would wearing the pads that I wear in the store. I also don't have as much secretion when wearing these pads. My body is like rerouting itself when I use the product. So I actually am somebody, I can testify that they actually help for me. I wish they were a little bit larger because I'm a big booty girl. So they were larger. I put 2 on though, but I love them and they work very good for me. And I feel a whole lot tighter. Don't laugh, Farrah, I'm serious. This is one of my struggles. You know, this is why on sanitary napkins, they have sizes, but I can tell you that the product makes me feel a whole lot better and a whole lot cleaner. No word of a lie. I love them. And the wash that it has is actually good because I use it not only to cleanse my whole self, but I also use it to clean out my intimate wear. So my undergarments is something that I use to wash this out, because why would I be wanting to wash out my underwears with harsh detergents when I could use something that is specifically for my intimate parts? So I use that to wash out and you know what? I'm going to tell you something. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm very happy that you like the product. They're all natural, and they don't have no harsh chemicals. You know, the pads, there's so much junk in them. You know, they're how you say this, like des cancérigènes, il y a beaucoup de produits chimiques, il y a de l'acétone. So the vagina is porous, you know? So when you have a pad, I mean, it's life. Sometimes you have a pad for like 6 hours in a row. So when you have like a toxic pad and there's no oxygen and anything, then you breathe in. And in the 80s, I think, or even before that, there was a lot of women that were actually passing. They were dying from the toxic syndrome. You know,
listen, Jenny, this sounds to me like we need a whole Empower Hour talking about this, because there's a lot to talk about for women and women's health. So we're gonna put a pin on that, because I wanna don't give it all away right now.
All right,
2022 folks, 2022. We gonna talk about it. Yeah, 100%. Jenny, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. And we're gonna go to Caroline, because Caroline has some hot and spicy for us, doesn't she? Oh, mute. I'm just gonna unmute. Oh, there we go.
I do.
Helen, I think we have who's next?
Caroline, yeah.
It's me, it's Caroline.
Yes, okay. It's Caroline.
It was Kali and Colleen.
Colleen. Yeah, she was with us earlier, and we didn't get to officially introduce her when she joined our first talk about forgiveness.
Forgiveness, yes.
Yes. So welcome again, Caroline from Coupe Souf.
Coupe Souf. Oh, I don't see. What are you showing? Oh my goodness. Wow, Farrah, I'm so proud of you. It's Coupe Souf. So hi everyone, I'm Caroline and I'm the lady with the sauce. We have Coupe Souf. I know people, you like hot sauce, you know, pickles from Haiti, you know, Tabasco, you know, a lot of sauce, but we are offering you something else. We are offering you something kind of all of us here natural, with real lemon, real pepper, real everything, no chemicals. So we have the company that making hot sauce. We have mild sauce, we have really hot and medium sauce. So I know I don't know, because I've been here already, I'm Pharaoh. Do I just promote the sauce or I tell a bit about the sauce? Gina.
You promote the sauce.
I'm promoting the sauce.
You promote
because it's time. It's time now to have your sauce, because I know for holiday you're gonna receiving people at home, and you don't need no more Tabasco, no more nothing. You need coupe soup on your table. If people said you don't need to not like sauce to have our sauce, because it's really natural. And if you don't like hot, you can have a very mild sauce. It's really onion, lemon, pepper, and some kind of magic of our own. Okay, so please order the sauce and have your sauce with your soup. We're gonna have the soup Big Wheel. You're gonna have soup for January 1st. You're gonna have soup on December 25. You're gonna have people around, so have your sauce. We are ready. We are going on Big Wheel. We are going to be on Big Wheel show on the 26th. But before that, you can order. We have our website. We also have our phone here, 514-638-8494. You can order through WhatsApp or send an email. When you go on the website, you can send her a message, and it will go on my inbox, and I will send you. And also we have someone who's selling the sauce. If it's not in our area, you can always ask us, and we will get you the sauce delivered. So I think, Pharaoh, it's also time for me to be with Katie to have our sauce in one
That's
place.
it.
I like the sound here. Exactly. Espacio Ben, right?
That's
exactly.
it. Let's make it happen. And if she doesn't have a fridge, we'll get her one. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Does it need to stay in the fridge?
It's the right time because we have a épicerie opening up.
Oh, good.
In the same boutique, we're gonna have like épicerie, spices, cocoa water, all the stuff we like, BSAP juice. So definitely, I want to talk to you soon.
All right. So we have a website, spacesoup.com. You can see everything there. I'm gonna put it on the chat here so people can order all the time. 514-638-8494. Fait que 4-638-8494 pour la sauce piquante coupée soupe. And quand tu le goûtes, tu vas l'adopter. Okay?
Listen, all I heard was beer, stocking stuffers. This is great. My list is long. Loving it.
Awesome. So before we dive into the next business owner, well, actually, so this is another business owner. So we're gonna play. It's a 2-for-1, a musical break, and we're gonna talk to one of our artists in the house. So we're gonna play "Wine and Shake" by our brother J Max, and then we're gonna go back in.
You say you wanna freak her, you say you wanna get up on your knees, come like this string, yeah. Come bubble and wine pan this, yeah. Me, I'm no waste man, got something real strong for your grind pan. Sending you a Uber so you can come over. Got lots to show ya. Love when you come around, like how you put it down. I know you wanna wine and shake it, I really want you to break it. Love when you come around, like how you put it down. I know you wanna wine and shake it, I really want you to break it. Come wine pa me, come grind pa me. Come wine pa me, come grind pa me. Come wine pa me, come grind pa me. You say you real fit, huh? You say you want split on this, yeah. Come sip on this, yeah. Stick it up and over on this, yeah. Me, I know waste youth. I like the way you look, cause you're real cute. Sending you a driver so you can come over. Got lots to show ya. Love when you come around, like how you put it down. I know you wanna wine and shake it, I really want you to break it. Love when you come around, like how you put it down. I know you wanna wine and shake it, I really want you to break it. Love when you come around, like how you put it down. I know you wanna wine and shake it, I really want you to break it. Love when you come around, like Come wine pa me, come grind pa me. Ooh, ooh. Come wine pa me, come grind pa me. Come wine pa me, come grind pa me.
All right, all right. So that was J Max, one of our very own. J Max still with us? I'm not sure he's still here. But all right. So big shout out to J Max. Just again, just you guys check him out. He's on Spotify. J Max, spelled J-M-A-X. So definitely support that. And that was Wine and Shake. Who is our next entrepreneur? Velsi, is that you? Is that hands up? Who's next? Let me check. I'm scanning through. I know I don't have any hands up. Basically, whoever's speaking next. If not, we'll just call you guys out. If you want to speak, we don't want to just put you on the mic if you're here just to enjoy the show. But if you want to promote, let us know. Fais nous signe. Yes,
Parao.
Big Will.
Parao, how are you?
Somebody. I'm good. Wait, who's saying that? Hold on.
Dr. Sar, Musa, Dr. Sar.
Hey, there you are. How you doing, Dr. Sars?
You invite me and I'm here, brother.
Good. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a guest on our show. Are you here to promote your organization? Let us know what you do.
I just want to introduce myself quickly, but tell to your audience that I'm a francophone, a deep francophone, and my English is like my Spanish.
Absolument.
So guys, merci Farao de m'avoir invité. C'est vraiment. En même temps, je suis dans deux meetings. Je suis dans le meeting de la Fédération des Blacks Canadiens et je suis dans ton show. Tu vois comment je trouve ça important d'être dans la communauté. So, tout le monde, je m'appelle Moussa Sarr, Dr. Moussa Sarr. I'm a postdoc in knowledge engineering. I'm a doctor in sociology of cyberspace. And I'm a double master in communication. As I'm the ex-advisor of the Prime Minister of Canada and retired, a professor at U Ottawa. And nowadays I open my lab, the Lachine Lab, l'auberge numérique, and we are working on, on travaille sur les 12 enjeux, les 12 grands enjeux du monde. Les 12 grands enjeux du monde, ce qu'on appelle les SDGs, et donc c'est le food, c'est l'environnement, tout ça a été développé dans le cadre de la Singularity University en Californie, dont je suis un des socioprospectivistes. Et I'm doing applied science here in Montreal, à la Chine, mais en même temps, je suis administrateur scientifique de l'Observatoire scientifique du sommet socio-économique pour le développement des jeunes des communautés noires. Et en même temps aussi, je suis chercheur dans tout ce qui est méthodologie Living Lab, laboratoire vivant, Fab Lab, Makerspace. J'étais au quartier de l'innovation à Montréal, il y a quelques années en arrière. Je fais partie des premiers qui ont été à la création de le bureau de la ville intelligente de Montréal. Maintenant, je me consacre entièrement, j'ai 63 ans, je me consacre entièrement au empowerment de ma communauté Black, parce que je sais que j'ai des connaissances qui peuvent aider. Et j'ai décidé, là, je développe un projet pour le compte du sommet qui s'appelle sur la cyber-haine, cyber-hate, et c'est une accréditation, mais je travaille sur beaucoup d'autres projets dans le cadre de la Chine Lab. Alors, c'est quoi la Chine Lab? La Chine Lab, c'est un centre d'innovation ouverte, Open Innovation Center, où on travaille, on travaille sur ce qu'on appelle la méthodologie Living Lab, c'est user-centered, centré sur les citoyens. Nous pensons que les citoyens ont un capital connaissance important, très important. C'est 70% du capital cognitif, du capital connaissance qui sont chez les citoyens. Mais le problème, c'est que le citoyen est souvent évacué par l'expert qui, lui, est payé à des prix incroyables pour intervenir dans un habitat que le citoyen connaît mieux que lui. et souvent on laisse tomber celui qui détient le capital. Alors donc, pour problématiser, pour développer les enjeux, il faut savoir qu'au bureau du Premier ministre du Canada, j'étais au bureau des enjeux, issue management. Donc, je suis un peu spécialisé dans la gestion des enjeux. Et donc, le citoyen, si on le prend, on lui donne la chance d'exprimer les enjeux, les problèmes, de problématiser. Il problématise 10 fois mieux que n'importe quel expert et il apporte beaucoup plus de réponses adéquates que l'expert. Alors donc, si on développe une méthodologie.
So, sorry to cut you. I know there's a lot that you guys do there. So it's just so before going, yeah. So I just because I'm also mindful of the time. I know we have about 20 minutes left of the show, and we still have another, I think, 5 or 6 entrepreneurs. So I just want to make sure everybody gets the time. And what you guys do is so awesome. So I wanted to. Can you plug your website very quickly so if people who want to get in contact with you, they could follow up and find out more?
No problem. It's lashinlabs.com. Lashin Labs. I'm gonna put it on the chat and I'll let you go, guys. I'm going. Farao, thank you very much. I'm in another show, but because I saw your invitation, I came in this one saying it's important. So thank you very much.
And
I'm gonna put it.
I think we need to have a whole episode with you to talk more about what you're doing, because like you do a lot, and it's important that the community understands because you're here for us.
I am open for my community. I'm here nowadays for my community. I put it and I'll let you go, guys. I'm with you, and thank you very much, Farao.
Thank you, my brother. Awesome.
Thank you, bro.
So next, thank you. So we have Mr. Big Will Comedy in the house.
Yeah, good evening. Hello, hi. So basically, the next thing that we have going, I mean, right now, I think every single person in this chat is actually already bought their tickets for the comedy show. Just so you understand, like, I mean, what Dr. Musa is doing is amazing, healing our community. We try to heal our community a little bit differently, one joke at a time. So that's basically what we're trying to do. And we have the comedy show on December 26th. Carlin, her hot sauce, we're actually going to have it on sale at the show. I tried it. It's amazing. Actually, I bought 3 or 4 jars, and right now I got a quarter of a jar left. So yeah, so we're ready to reload on that. We're gonna have a few vendors that are OFC members also on site. So make sure you come out and support the vendors. And just so everybody understands, our show is open for vax and on-vax. So that's why we're keeping it under that 250 people cap, to make sure. Volume lowered, is that what it says? Can you guys hear me properly?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay, no problem. No, just because in the chat it says volume was lowered. Perfect. So that's what we're doing. We got a bit of everything. So Coupe Souf is going to be on site. We're having amazing comedians. So the same comedy show, the comedians that you guys pay $65, $80 to $100 for Just for Laugh, we're actually bringing it to you at a lot cheaper, same quality comedian. And on top of that, you get to bring your own liquor. So you don't have to spend an arm and a leg. We're making sure you're taken care of. We also have the after party, which is called Rouge. This is the actual ticket to the event. So it's a grown and sexy event. You're not gonna be partying with your nieces and nephews or your children. It's an event for the grown and sexy. So come out, have yourself an amazing time. Yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got going. So comedy show on the 26th.
Contact information.
Contact. You could go. Actually, put it that way. You could go on the website bigwill.ca. That's if you want to pay the regular price, or you could contact me or the OFC to get the discounted ticket. Because every single person that are OFC members get tickets, the same show, same everything, but you pay less. But you could pay me more. I'll still take your money, though. I'm just letting you. So come out, have yourself an amazing time. Or you could contact me, 514-434-4426.
Big Will, thank you for everything that you're doing. This is so awesome. All right, let's keep it moving. Next, we have Amanda from Desta.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for having me. I'll make it fast. No, we probably only got 15 minutes. I am going to plug my CMOS business. So it's soulminerals.514. We have CMOS infused with elderberry. We also have CMOS lemonade, smoothies. Just a little bit about how it started in 2018. I started looking into natural medicines to help my son heal his digestive issues. And then from there, this is where we are today. So you could find me on Instagram only right now at Soul Minerals 514. And we're looking into creating another platform, maybe getting a website, but I'll plug it in the chat. Just want to say thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Not a problem at all. And actually, we have some, you're working on a website. I think that's a great segue for me to introduce Chandel from Nemesis, because she not just does she run Nemesis, but she has these awesome website platforms. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to promote that, sister. Please, I'm not sure if you're here to take part or to promote, but I'm calling you out because it just seemed like a perfect segue.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to have to talk about websites after, but first and foremost, my name is Chandel Celestin. I am the owner of Nemesis, a video game lounge. We are the biggest and longest running video game lounge in Montreal, going on 15 years now. Here you can do a lot of things, so I'll narrow it down. You can come here to play, celebrate, have a party with family, friends, a holiday party, a private birthday party, rent out the entire facility to play computer games, console games, and virtual reality. We have the latest stuff, so we have PS5s, Xboxes, and all the good stuff, and the latest wireless virtual reality headsets. But as Pharaoh was mentioning, I can also create websites. But the main key thing here is not to create a website. I have a new software that can enable you to get your products online and auto-generate your website from a Google Sheet. What that means is you type it up. If you guys use spreadsheets before, you can use this for a variety of things. So all you have to do is type it up in Google Sheets, put in a couple links for your images, and the website is auto-created for you. You can sell products through there. You have a checkout, you have quantity management, like quantity management. So you can just type in the amount of product you have so that it doesn't oversell while you sleep or something like that. It links up super easily with Shopify, and not with Shopify, with Stripe. So you don't have to pay for Shopify. Those of you who know like e-commerce platforms, they're pretty expensive to build. And not only that, it's hard to maintain it, like to keep it up to date. So this is super easy. If you know how to use Google Sheets, honestly, like if you guys want to take a look, I don't know if you guys have a chance to go to see my sample sites online, actually my actual sites. You can go to gearshop.nemesisland.ca if you want to see what the end result is. And that's all created from Google Sheets, or you can go to food.kidcoders.ca, and that's a sample site just to show you like there's different styles that you can actually build out and customize to your company. And what's super cool is that we're offering the first 50 people to sign up with us the cost of $150 for the entire year. So instead of paying $60 a month on Shopify, look, you can get your products on market. Coupe Souffle, you can get your products selling online, orders and stuff like that right away. In less than a day, honestly, I can build it out for you. So it's not something that's going to take weeks or months. And it's something you can maintain yourself. It's like so easy. Like if you don't have any more of the product, you just press delete and you're good to go. I'd love to show you how simple it is. If you have time to meet with me.
So guys, definitely. So Chanel, please make it a point to put your information in the chat. We will plug it online. Just even as our listeners, if you're trying to think what other kind of gift, if you've already bought Alvina's book and you give that to somebody already, what do you give to an entrepreneur coming up? Buy them a website, and it's only $150. Come on, that is such a huge, that's a gift that keeps on giving, people. That is a gift that keeps on giving.
For the first 50.
Let me keep it moving. Oh yeah, so do it quick. Do it quick. You guys who are listening here, do not waste any time. So let me see. All right, let's keep it moving. So I see 2 more hands up. And I think we're doing
stop it there.
49 spots left. Oh my gosh, I see the website's going. I put in an order too, that's 48. So okay, so we have Samuel, and then we're gonna have Shiata and Nzinga.
Yeah, hi. Yes, my name is Samuel. The business I'm launching is Empereur Français. We do facilitation and importation of raw product, mostly baobab oil, shea butter. But I'm also a facilitator. I was really thrilled by what I just heard concerning the website, because what we're trying to put in place at the moment is that all the raw material that you need for your business to flow, we are the seekers. We are the one that try to seek it for you and find the best price and like bring it to your door. So at the moment, what we have at end is mostly natural beauty ingredients: shea butter, baobab oil, olive oil, moringa oil. So these are all that we coconut oil, mostly from Ghana and Benin. So this is what you sell at the moment, with the perspective of being a facilitator of the ingredient that most natural product businesses need. We do provide. This is the business that is at the moment.
And can we get contact information so we can follow up?
Oh yeah.
I heard shea butter.
Yeah, you can go on Facebook, Empereur Français. At the moment, it's still the old branding, because it used to be to sell pickles. So most of the branding is still on this part. But you can go on Empereur Français, Français, FRANSIK, on the web page on Facebook. I'm mostly on Facebook at the moment. So yeah.
Okay. No problem. Perfect. Make sure you put it in the chat and we'll be sure to share it. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's exceptional. So now we have Shiata and Nzinga on with us.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Listeners. Hi. My name is Shiata.
And I'm Nzinga, and we're from West Kent.
Yes. And she's Nzinga, and we're from West Kent. So we've been on the show before, and I just want to say, Gina the Great, Queen Kaya, Pharaoh, thank you guys so much. I think this is such a lovely episode, just watching it all unfold, seeing all the entrepreneurs and all the products and everything that we can buy and help support our community. I think this is definitely, we're in a time that it's so very needed. And I thank you so much for the platform, for giving people the opportunity to share the knowledge, right? So all the best for the new year and end of the holiday festivities and your Kwanzaa celebration and everything. I wish you guys all the best, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. So yes, again, my name is Shiata Lewis, and we are from West Kent Folk Performing Company.
And we love dancing. My mommy teaches how to dance.
I teach how to dance, yes, and she loves to dance. And
because it's super fun.
It's super fun. And oh, before I go on, I just want to give a shout out to all of my West Kent family and friends. Happy holidays, all the best of the new year. And Ryan, Uncle Ryan, we have your book right here.
Hey.
I can't tell you how many times we've read this book. It's a beautiful, lovely read for all ages. And we've read it all kinds of ways, doing voiceovers, and it's really, really nice. So that's Jazz and Dad's Start a Lemonade Stand. Yeah, so like I was saying, at West Kent Folk Performing Company, we focus on the Afro-Caribbean folk performing arts through drumming, dancing, storytelling, and songs. And our programs are really funded by you, the community, right now. And right now we're closing up our fundraising campaign called the Jar Delights, where we put dry product, the dry ingredients into little packaging. And basically you buy the products supporting our organization, you take it home, and it's loads of fun to make the cookies, the cakes, the sweetbread, the chili, the soup, whatever you may have ordered. And so that campaign is wrapping up, and I just want to thank everyone in the community for supporting our campaign thus far. And in addition to the campaign, we also have on Saturday, we're having a bake sale. It's going to be our Jar Delights pickup, and we're opening our doors to the studio for a little community pop-up shop and bake sale fundraiser. So we would love to see you there. You can pass by. It's going to be between 2 and 6 p.m. at 7419 Harley in NDG. And like I said, our doors are open. Come in, feel the holiday spirit. And thank you all for your support.
And do you have a website and phone number for those who are listening and want to follow up and get in contact?
Yes, our website is westcanfolk, westcanfolk.com. westcanfolk.com.
Westcanfolk with company.
Performing company.
That's the whole name. Thank you, Mommy.
Yes.
Thank you very much. That is very special. You know that it's very hard to speak in front of people like that. So thank you very much.
Yes, I asked her before. I was like, "Are you nervous?" I'm a little nervous. She's like, "No, I'm not nervous, Mommy. It's okay. Don't be nervous."
Right. Oh, she's a warrior queen.
Guys, this has been so amazing. I think we got through everybody within the time frame. I just want to just plug just the OFC very quickly as we're getting ready to close. This network is actually beyond a network. At this point, OFC is a community. We do come together. We serve individuals, we serve businesses as well as organizations, and we do stuff like this. We create opportunities for people to get the visibility that they need. We have a social club where the people get together. We have movie nights and different things like that, just on a social. But then every Monday morning, we have the business team as well, where we get together every Monday to promote each other, to support each other, and just to encourage each other. And the businesses have an opportunity to share what their needs are and the type of clients that they're looking for. And collectively, we just help each other grow. So we're really looking forward to 2022. And if you're listening and you're interested in getting involved with the OFC, please get in contact with us, 514-651-4545. Or you could go to our website, ofccommunity.com, get in contact with us. We're there and we are here at your service. So now, as we're getting ready to close, Gina the Great, Queen Kaya, final words for our people?
Yes, one thing I'm not taking into 2022 is strong Black women, strong Black men. That part though, I'm capable. But this whole narrative of us saying all the time that, we're strong Black women or we're strong Black men makes people believe that we can take more than we should have to handle. And so now I'm taking into 2022 that I am a capable woman, yes, but don't give me more than just because you think I'm don't give me more than I can handle just because you think I'm strong. That's a narrative that they put on us, and that we think that because of that we shouldn't ask for help, because of that we aren't getting our therapy. And because of that, you think that, everyone else is going through it too. So leave that narrative in 2021, 2022, let's be capable and let's be healthy mentally, physically, and spiritually. That's what I'm leaving it with.
Queen Kai, the last words are yours, Queen. And we'll close out with an MCD solo.
Thank you to everyone who participated tonight. Thank you. For coming on and sharing your knowledge, sharing your skills. This next step for you guys is something else for all of us. But this move that we made tonight it's going to be a very, very special show. So I hope that you guys get the exposure that you deserve. Peace and love, y'all.
And with that, everybody, we want to thank all our listeners. We want to again thank CKUT for giving us this platform and giving us this opportunity. And our listeners, thank you for joining us every week. Wishing you guys the rest of an amazing 2021 as we go into 2022. Sending you guys all kind of peace, love, and blessings. This is the Empower Hour out.
Slow wine now, girl, a little bit of motion is more than enough. I'm swimming deep in your ocean. Cause the wave too rough. And girl, a little bit of motion is more than enough. I'm swimming deep in your ocean. Sip of the potion, that we singing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing.
The way you move in your waistline. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I fell in love when you slow wine. No lie, baby. I love how you whine. I'm trying to get behind it. You get me excited. You know how I like it. Give me the dance now, bust it. No time for discussions. Back against the wall. While you give me your all, yeah. Working all week, so you know you deserve it. Wine with a purpose, girl, put your work in. Yeah, and she drop down low. Watch her pick it up slow. Oh my, oh my. I fell in love when you slow wine. No lie, no lie. The way you move in your waistline. Oh my, oh my. I fell in love when you slow wine. No lie, baby.
No.
Girl, I cannot wait to dance with you on the floor. Oh, no. Love the way you're moving it back and forth.
Jazzle didn't get a chance to talk.
Love the way you're moving it back and forth. Oh my, oh my. I fell in love when you slow wine. No lie, no lie. The way you're moving your waistline. Oh my, oh my.
All right, guys, and that is a wrap. Oh, where am I? Oh. Guys, that is a wrap. Whoever's still with us. All right.